right.
We did
Nice.
it. So this is the best interview of if you first do not succeed, you try again.
Right.
So I love the endurance and the ability we have as entrepreneurs to keep giving it a go. And we love internet,
Right?
we love technology, we love all the things.
Gosh,
And if
yes.
only you could have seen, we should have made bloopers. We should have made a blooper because I was in a coffee shop and I recognized later that I had the ugliest background. I had this orange, yellow, which is not my color at all, background.
That's funny.
It was bad. Yet we worked and what I realized earlier was my internet was trying to connect to my hotspot
Mm.
instead of my the internet where I was, and it
Oh,
wasn't,
gotcha.
then
Gotcha.
it dropped down to Xfinity. It was like this colossal. So we're here again with the beautiful Lilia, and
Ah,
she is in Oklahoma.
no, very nice and hot.
Yes, and we're going to do this interview quick because she is on an exciting adventure and it was loud in her hotel room. So she's out here on
Yes.
the patio and we want to get to know her. And what I love most about Lilia is that when I met her through Kate, I got to know the heart and soul of this beautiful woman who desires to serve. And she has two businesses, one that serves clients in real estate and other would be financial planning. And what's so beautiful about that is two really large places in life when we choose where we're going to live and how we're going to spend our money and where it's going to go. And her service, her heart, and her purpose behind serving her family and her grandbaby was not a baby anymore. It's growing up fast.
Right. Right.
And so her adventures and you'll love following her online. She's positive, she's joyful, and she started working some new systems and sharing in such a beautiful way and keeping her accountability to herself and movement and health. And so I want you to know her better. So would you mind sharing with us a little bit more about you, what you have done, you're doing, what you're working on?
So, originally I'm from Eastern Europe, small, beautiful country of Moldova, which is between Ukraine and Romania. And I've been here in the US for 27 years now. So I love it most of the time. I have three beautiful children and one adorable grandbaby. Um, so two of them live in Oklahoma, one of them is in Arkansas, about to move to Chicago. I'm very excited for her, but also a little bit nervous. So, but just prayers that everything goes well and that they're happy wherever they are. And, whatever the goals they have, everything works out. So, I've been in real estate for about 5 years. Financial planning is a little new for me, but I love the journey. I love learning about it. And to be honest, I wish I knew more about it many, many years ago. So, because I think financial planning and financial education is extremely important for everybody. We don't have enough of it to help us succeed in life. So, therefore, that's my goal to help some people um, get on that financial education journey. And of course, helping buy and sell a home.
Beautiful. I love it. And I think you're right. I think that what I'm learning is that space and place that we have in life to learn and
Right.
educate, no one can take that away.
Right.
And if we can apply, if when we can apply it to those places in our lives, it can bless us, not just financially, it can bless us with relationships and adventures and travel and so many different places and spaces. And I think that's beautiful. And the willingness to give it a go also makes it nice to see that place where you're learning and you're still in service. It's just a different side of service.
Right.
And when
Right.
somebody's looking to buy or sell their home, that financial planning really does take into account those choices that they
Right.
get to make, you
Right.
know.
Right. I think they complement each other a bit. So,
Very, very good. So I have a number of questions here. So What is the most important lesson you've learned on your journey to success, both in life and business, that you wish more women knew?
So my journey is ongoing. However, the biggest lesson I've learned lately is success does not happen overnight. We see all the celebrities, of course, that they get famous and everything overnight. However, when we look a little deeper, we realize it takes years. It takes years, it takes perseverance, consistency. So, consistency, taking failures as small steps to success and celebrating the small wins, which is, I think it's important because it keeps us going. And I learned that from you as well through our, sessions. And of course, surrounding yourselves with people that have a winning mindset. It's just a keep going no matter what. So I think that's what helps us going towards and achieving that success.
And I would say that when you something we also recognize is who you surround yourself with makes a difference. That makes a big
True.
difference.
Yeah,
Yep.
I agree.
And I know that part of your financial planning that's so significant is the events that you have and those opportunities that you can expand not only your own education, be surrounded with other people who are making adjustments, they're learning,
Right,
applying, and bringing your clients along to learn. So I know that that definitely makes that nice place of when you might be doubting something new, someone else has already done it. And
right. Completely agree.
yes, awesome. So, what daily habits or practices have been key to your personal growth and achieving your goals?
So my morning run and keeping a gratitude journal, weekly therapy, and of course having that small group of people that encourage and support me, even on those moments and days when I maybe don't feel like it or don't you know, mentally or physically, and I just don't want to do it. But it's just nice to have that support, from those people. So, and the visions, I realize the visions need to be adjusted periodically. We may have this big picture. However, it's this small daily wins that help us keep going, and that sometimes we need to pivot as we did today.
Yes, we did.
We need today. So I think in business, we need to learn to pivot quite a bit. So
Mhm.
with
Yes.
daily things, you know,
Well, and I love that you shared the daily wins because that in which we focus will grow.
agree?
Yeah,
Yes.
it makes a difference. And I love watching your social media for the journey of that. You know what I mean? Like you're going on those runs and you're doing it and you're holding yourself to that higher space of like, I'm doing this. Does it feel like I really want to? Not
Right.
really. And
No,
you
not
start
really.
getting into that rhythm and then you feel better. We always feel better after. So I
Right.
love that you're willing to share that because I think it's beautiful and it holds you accountable. I know when you make that promise to yourself and you have your broker who is part of your mentoring, you have your
Yes.
team, the person lead in your financial planning, like
Right.
you have those mentors at such high levels. So that is
Exactly.
that encouragement here to say, keep going, you
I
got
know. I know. And just, the fact of like my morning run is my financial planner coach. He challenged me because I used to just do the walking,
that.
and he's like, just take the next step. Just take the next step and just start back. I used to run. So, I mean, he's like, just get back to it. And I did my run this morning, and it definitely was easier than when I started 4 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely is. I went a little longer. I went, a little stronger, and it was easier. So I was like, that's good. Just
Yeah,
keep going.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
that compound
definitely.
effect. I know, that compound effect that when you're like,
Yes,
and then it
for
gets to
sure.
that point, and everybody's different,
Of course.
whether it's walking or those
Right,
HIIT workouts or yoga or Pilates,
right.
or is it Bikram? What is that one? It's called the hot yoga. Whatever it is, it's hot. And you get used to the
Mm-hmm.
heat. At first, though, you're like, ah. So it's kind of like that run. And you got
For
into
sure.
it and now you pushed yourself. I love it. So
Yes.
awesome.
Yes.
I love it. So what daily habits or practices has been, oops, wait, hold on. Did we already do that one? Yep. Okay. So if you could give one piece of advice to women stepping into their power and is striving to be their best selves, what would it be?
I'd say put your mental and physical health first and surround yourself, of course, with people that, encourage you, women that encourage you. And just going back to the putting your mental and physical health first is we need to take care of ourselves because then we can take care of others. I know it's a struggle every day, or sometimes, not maybe not every day, but gives us energy, gives us, that empowering. And so just yeah, just putting ourselves first. I mean, I get it. We have families, we have children and all that. If we are physically and mentally fit, we are more able and apt to take care of the people we love and, the ones we serve every day.
Hmm.
So I think that's very important. We forget to do that once in a while as women because we're just so giving and caring and we put everybody else first. And then we have that burnout. We have that, that stress. And of course, we can't avoid stress. It's a daily thing. But just doing our best on a daily basis, just do a little bit, just at least a little bit to put ourselves first.
I love that. And what always reminds me of that is whenever we travel and they talk about putting the oxygen mask on ourselves
Yes.
first. And
Yes.
as a mom, and again, this is for women. Men can watch and listen, of course. No offense. I can only speak from the spot in which I
Right.
am. And
Right.
that spot of I remember thinking, oh, oxygen, but now as a mom, I always think, who'd you even pick? You know what I mean? Well, pick
Mhm.
yourself. You have to pick yourself first. And
Right.
it's definitely that challenge. But like you said, the burnout will hit. And I
Mhm.
think what I recognize more too recently is the example.
Right.
You know what
Exactly.
I mean? Like really, I can talk all day long, yet, or I can actually do as I say myself. So your morning videos, like that's inspiring to me when I don't feel like it because I know someone else is out there with the same
Mhm.
alarm clock, the same, you know what I mean? And you're
Right.
putting yourself first so that you can go serve your clients. So I just want to let you know that.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you. I
welcome.
appreciate it. I mean, I'm hope that I'm a little bit of encouragement to somebody that's because I know I have friends that when I get online and I see them, like they, mastered that day they went to the gym, even if they didn't feel like it, or they did something that made them feel better. And like, well, maybe I should do it too. So that's why we encourage each other. We just help each other and encourage each other. And that's how I think we need that support group that um, to keep us going.
I do too. I really think it's more valuable than we realize. And it's not until we set a goal like that, something different where we're like, you know
Hmm.
what, I want to do and have and become something more that we need to call ourselves to something different,
Right.
like not doing the same old same and, thinking
Right.
this is going to get us in the same place. So
True.
I agree. So, how do you balance ambition and rest, ensuring that you stay aligned with your values and avoid the burnout?
Of course, I'm not gonna, pretend that everything is perfect or, I struggle with a balance every single day. One of my favorite things to do is spend time on my patio. Like, it's not fancy, but I love it. It's just, that's where I have my morning coffee as long as the weather is nice. That's where I do my morning reading. And, in the evening, it's a very quiet, peaceful place. My neighbors are awfully quiet too, so I mean that's a good thing.
Mhm.
So just spending time there and then um just journaling, trying to just do things that make me happy and to distress. And um so yeah, exercise and just spending time by myself once in a while. And I have a luxury to do that because, my kids are all grown up and moved out, so I have the luxury to do that. Um, but I think everybody just needs to have that place where they can retrieve themselves for a minute and just take a breath.
Hmm. Well, and I think what's so special is that you've acknowledged that, and that no matter where we are as women, how busy we can get, and it's a choice. Like you're choosing to take that time. You're choosing to like slow it
Right.
down, make room, and you know when you do what a difference it makes. And now the elevation from the walk to the run, how you've elevated that same plot and plan. And, and that's beautiful because you're challenging yourself to something different. And the end cap, I think that's the part too when we are in a service mode that we forget that we have the ability to make the end, like the bookends. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
The middle of the day
Right.
would be like, wow, like this. Like we were like you were
Right.
pivoting with me. I was
Like,
like, uh-oh, I had a
yes.
little bit of a glitch with the kids. So, and then the internet didn't work.
I know. I
Uh,
know.
uh,
We
you know,
made it work. We made it work. So that's
yes.
kind
And
of,
you're on a patio, which is what I loved because,
I know.
yeah, it's
It's
beautiful.
a little hot, but it's okay.
Yes,
All
we'll,
good.
we'll be quick. I have to say though too, I love the reflection of in the window is the sky.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yes, it is definitely. As I said, that's why I enjoy being outside. Even if it's hot, I don't mind hot.
Yes. Well, you have a glow. You are glistening. You are glistening.
Thank you.
So, is there anything more in your journey of life, the balancing, yourself, your health? I hear mental, physical health, and putting yourself first, which is something you've recognized and learned the value of spending time, journaling, exercise. Is there anything more that you want to share that you feel has been really helpful, or that recommendation to a woman who is looking at, wanting to expand what she's working on? Is there anything that you would want to share from your knowledge, your perspective?
To me personally, it was of a lot of value to have a business coach or somebody that's has more knowledge, more insight, in the business to work with them. I enjoy working with my broker. She's got a lot of knowledge and it helps. It's again my mentor in the financial planning. They've been in business a lot longer. They've got insights, they've got suggestions, ideas. Um, the short sessions the time when we had together, you and I, were a lot of help because it kind of helped me discover some of the things that like I was on the verge, to understand and kind of, but then sometimes putting it into words and in onto the paper, it's a little bit of a more challenging. So when you have somebody guiding you just a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's helped. So if anybody ever would like to sit down and chat with you, that would be extremely helpful just to again give them a little insight maybe into themselves, and maybe push them to take that step to
Mm-hmm.
whatever the dream they want to achieve, or at least the beginning, because again the process is long,
Mm-hmm.
maybe not, but it's sometimes just taking that first step can be scary.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, having somebody just give you a little push.
It is. I think it's so interesting to me when we think about being a parent. We would get the tutor, we would get the
Right.
coach, we would get the,
Right.
when it comes to my kiddos, the skating coach, the shooting coach,
Right.
the
Right.
volleyball setting coach, all those things.
Right.
And we look at ourselves and think,
No.
well, maybe this is a season for therapists
Right.
to really sit down, or psychologist, or
Absolutely.
holistic doctor. I mean, there's so many people who are beautiful in the gifts that they have in that support system to be able to take that walk. I'm so grateful that we did do the confidence kickstart because you were right. You were right there and working on those things. And when you do it together, we also celebrated those spots. We were like, hey,
Right.
look at what you did. Look at what you
Right.
created. You know
Right.
what I mean? And that feels really good, and especially I think in today's world that we're connected and we're not.
Exactly. Right.
You know what I
I
mean?
think as women, we need to learn to cheer each other up, and on and support each other and lift each other up more than tearing each other down. So we just
I
need to
would
remember that.
absolutely agree. And I believe that it'll be neat to see if and when you have time what we've created in the Worthy Collective for that, because that is something that I've recognized for a long time in the companies I've been a part of, that I was hoping they would have
Mhm.
it. And I was waiting for it to happen, and it didn't happen. And part of me, even the last company I was part of, I was working to see what I could do.
Mhm.
It wasn't coming together. And so I've
Right.
put so much into exactly that, because that encouragement is beautiful, that support system. Because then when you know that you have more people that are there cheering you on, it feels so exciting, because when you cross the finish line, you know that
Great.
they're crossing it with you.
That is very accurate.
Yeah, that
Yep.
feels so good. Yay. Well,
Good.
thank you for your beautiful time, especially on your little getaway. Yet it was wild to think that we ended up on a patio. So I love it. I
Right.
love it. So I thank you for your precious time, your insight, and it'll be exciting to follow you with your businesses and hear how they're growing.
I appreciate your time. It was always a pleasure to chat with you and thank you for this opportunity. This was
Yes,
great.
I love it.
So
I love it. Thank you. Thank
anyway,
you.